What about some of the myths to do with entrepreneurial success?
Oh, yeah. So entrepreneurial success, there's this famous idea that entrepreneurs are young. So like Mark Zuckerberg started Facebook when he was 19. Steve Jobs was 20, started Apple. Bill Gates, 19, when he started Microsoft. These are kind of the most famous entrepreneurs in the world. And I think people think they're also the most famous entrepreneurs featured in the media. So they've done studies of the entrepreneurs in magazines, and like the median age is 27 or something. So people just love telling the stories of these young people. When you actually look at the data of the entire universe of entrepreneurs, the average successful entrepreneur is 42, and the odds of an entrepreneur succeeding increase until the age of 60. Which shocks me. Like, you don't think of a 60-year-old, like that's the total opposite of a successful entrepreneur. And like what it turns out is there's pretty much a formula for being a successful entrepreneur. You just get really deep into the nitty gritty of a field for many, many years, and then you branch out on your own when you're ready, which again goes against a lot of stereotypes. A lot of stereotypes like just come from the outside, knowing nothing when you're 18. And it's not true. Like, if you want to be an entrepreneur, the best path is like take it slow, learn about a field, work as an employee, prove your worth as an employee, and then like you'll learn something very particular about that field, and then you really know what to do when you're ready. So,
well, yeah, it's such a compelling narrative, that outsider's edge, right? The Elon Musk, he never did a thing before, so from first principles, he's going to do whatever. And you go, well, yeah, but the guys that Elon got to design batteries have probably spent their entire lives designing batteries. You know, he didn't get some dude that did woodwork for the last 20 years. And you talk about Paul Graham as well, and that what is it, the marginal edge or something as well?
Yeah, Power the Marginal. Paul Graham had this essay, and I'm a huge Paul Graham fan, but he had this essay like that's an advantage to being a bad employee, because if you're a good employee, you're not going to fit in entrepreneurship. And it's not true in the data at all. The best entrepreneurs like earn in the 99.9th percentile of income before they start their business. Like, I think a problem with understanding how the world works is like some ideas are almost too compelling that they fool us. Like, we want to believe them too much. So everybody wants to believe that, oh, tomorrow I can just like wake up and design a new car, or design some new chemical that's going to do something really wild, or there are all kinds of examples you could imagine, and it's kind of like that's not really how the world works. And it's dangerous to think the world works there, because I think a lot of people screw up their lives, based on some of these ideas.
It's much less compelling, though, right? Think about how sticky some of these stories are. The stickiness of the story about the average age of a founder an entrepreneur in Silicon Valley is 27 and a half years old or something. That's so much more worthy of being pushed around than it's your mid-40s, because that's what everybody would have thought. You talk about this, you say it's the counter-intuitive narrative. Yeah. And it's so bizarre. Think about the fact that the thing that everybody expects to be the case, work hard in one field, get unbelievable specific knowledge, then branch out on your own once you've got to the complete top, having been a very good employee, and wait a long time until you've got tons of experience. Like, the fact that the media has managed to convince us that is now a revolutionary story. It's like, we were the idiots.
But yeah, I think like listeners to this podcast, like, you can overrule that. Like, I think when people have seen that, they've been like, oh yeah, like they've made different decisions based on that. And you can just look at these charts, and it's like something about looking at these charts just clears away the noise a little bit, where I'm just like, okay, like now I know that I'm just being misled by the media, and I'm going to just look at these charts and remind myself when I get these one-off stories that are, meant to confuse me and so sticky. So I think you can. I agree that it's like it's harder to get these ideas out there, but I think a lot of people have told me from reading that section that they are like adopting more of that mindset. They're not going to quit their job tomorrow and try to do something they've never tried before. And some of them are using this in an optimistic way, where there are a lot of people who are 45 years old and they've been an employee their entire life, and they've had success in that field, but they're just like, it's too late. Like entrepreneurs are, do it in their dorm
20
room
years younger than me. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like how am I going to compete against all these youngins? And I think they'll be particularly drawn to this idea because now they can be like, well, now I got to think about, do I want to go off on my own and start my own business?
What's happening, people? If you enjoyed that, then press here for the full unedited episode. And don't forget to subscribe. Peace.